The classic Call of Duty cycle, right? Where we all realize that the new game's out and we didn't appreciate the last game as much as we should have. So yeah, I can think back, I'll own up to this, even back in the day. I was guilty of it. When World at War first came out, I hated it. I went back to COD 4. And then down the year, like years went down the road, I went back and played World at War and I was like, man, why did I never grind this game? This game is amazing. And I think we've done it with new releases as well. Like Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 6 is probably a good example. Modern Warfare 3 was way better than Black Ops 6, but we just didn't appreciate it because we're like, man, I don't know if I like this game. And then you realize the things that were good about it. And by the end of the year, the devs usually have it in a good spot, and you kind of have that honeymoon phase where you're like, damn, this game's good. Why didn't I grind this more? But a lot of the improvements did come later in the year. Anyways, I did want to hop into Black Ops 7, just talk about it a little bit. I think content creators is kind of following the way of the mainstream media nowadays. All the content creators are just grifters that want to talk bad about Call of Duty, and you know, rightfully so. Activision has done a lot of really bad things with the franchise over the last 10 years. They do things to manipulate your matchmaking. They use AI. They charge out the ass for bundles. They've done a lot of things bad, but I think they do deserve more credit than they get here at Black Ops 7. Now, there is some content creators that will flat out say Black Ops 7 is a great multiplayer experience, but a lot of them also, I think the majority of them are saying this is absolutely horrible. The game's over. The game's dead. Why would you play Call of Duty? Are you stupid? Are you a moron? And I get it to an extent, but try the game out for yourself. Black Ops 7, Treyarch actually cooked with this, and I'm an Infinity Ward fan. I still am. I prefer the Modern Warfares, but Treyarch absolutely cooked with this, and I'll hop into a few things on why I feel this way. But I want to touch on this Ghost of Hope tweet that I'll put on the screen above. I've been sitting on this for a couple days, and then when Ghost of Hope, obviously one of the most prominent leakers of Call of Duty info, if not the most prominent, he puts this tweet out that Season 2 is going to be bigger than Season 1. Which I think we all knew that because Call of Duty they've been pretty vocal about a lot of the bulk of the content's coming in Season 2, which is an interesting strategy as it is, but we knew that was coming, and I agree. I think they're going to build on this. I think the competition from Arc Raiders and Black Ops 6 has been absolutely pivotal. They had to pivot what they usually did with Call of Duty and did in the beta and whatnot because Battlefield 6 had such great success. And then they see Arc Raiders, and Arc Raiders absolutely kills both of them. So I think they're going to keep building on this, and if they do, this game is going to go down in history as one of the best Call of Duties, especially new gens. I mean, it's never going to scratch the surface of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, COD 4. It'll never touch that, but as far as every other game, I can see, I mean, it's just going to be the best one. And the gunplay feels good, although you feel like you die around the corners and the hit reg's a little random at times. It's a good game. And I think the first thing I want to hop into is just the camo grind was great. I don't like camo. I don't grind for camos that often. I do have the Warzone Mastery camo right now, but I got most of that organically, and then I just hopped into some, like, I play Resurgence with my IRL friends. They don't touch multiplayer really. I've actually only got one IRL friend that still plays Call of Duty, but the others are just waiting for more content to come out before they hop back on. Now, my friends really like Warzone. I really like multiplayer. I've always been a multiplayer guy. I've been playing since COD 4, and I just love multiplayer. So that's what I do, but I'm a little bit of a rare breed where I play a lot of both just because my RL friends like Warzone. So I think they do a great job with the camo grind, and then the weekly challenges have been good. It looks like they went back to like the Modern Warfare 3 Sledgehammer Games kind of approach where they're putting in different weapon attachments and mods and camos in the weekly challenges. And if they keep doing that, I think it just makes the players that play every week anyway, it just gives them more to grind for and the game to be less boring. So although the AK mod this week was not good, it just made it shoot slower with a little bit more damage, but the TTK was just really bad. They just got to keep doing things like that to keep us interested. So I think they've done a great job there. The best thing they ever did, though, the maps are absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. I guess you could kind of do the skill-based matchmaking, which we'll talk about next. But I'm playing a remake, obviously, with Standoff right here. The remakes are really good, but so are the new maps, the original maps, like not remake maps. Fate and Utopia that they added just after, you know, Season 1 came out. Those are both really good. Fate is probably my favorite pub map in a long time, and it's an original map. Like, it's not a remake. They're kind of getting the sauce again on how to make a good Call of Duty multiplayer map. So that I can respect. Now, skill-based matchmaking is reduced. I don't care what anybody says, your favorite content creator or anything like that, your neighbor down the street. I've played it, I've tested it so many different ways. I've played console only, I've played with the crossplay on with PC players, I've done it all. I've played Black Ops 6 a lot, and embarrassingly, I was level like 605 in Black Ops 6. Now, I quit most of the year, I played mainly in spring and summer. They added some classic modes back, like Demolition, and some IRL friends told me to hop on, and we ended up grinding pretty good. Now, we quit a few months before Black Ops 7 came out, but it did get us back on the game. And they've done a really good job with skill-based matchmaking this year. It's not gone completely, but it does feel really close to the classic matchmaking experience, where you might have one or two tryhards on the other team, and the others are filled with bots, and whoever, not literal bots, but just people that aren't as good at the game, casuals, and whoever has the better casuals that cap the most flags or get a few kills here and there wins. Or if, you know, you drop 100 kills like I did this game, then the other team really doesn't have a chance. There's 4 Prestige Masters on the other team. By the time my first set of streaks were gone, we're down to like 1. So, which leads me to my next point. Like, the joining games in progress kind of feels like bashing your head into the wall. Like, you'll join like 5 games in a row that already started, the other team has kill streaks up, and it almost feels unwinnable, but they put you in there. So, but I think that's tied to, like you saw in this gameplay, people leave right away. Back in the day, people didn't really do that. Like, you had pride. You wanted to win the game, and I still play like that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I want to win the domination game. I want to win, and I want to drop a lot of kills, and like, that's just the competitive nature in me. So I love watching content creators that do the same, and it's just, you know, that's just how I play the game. But anyways, a lot more people leave nowadays. So it just feels like you get put in there a lot, and I'm sure some of it is like the skill-based matchmaking, because it's not completely gone. They put you in there because they're like, hey, maybe this guy can help them come back and win. Now, the last positive I'll talk about in this video, since it's going to be a shorter video, Activision's break was really good this year. So Activision always, no matter what studio releases the game, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, no matter what, they have this Christmas time, holiday, winter break. So the game comes out, and then like all of December, and then like the first week of January, they're on leave. They're not doing any changes. There might be new content that they have scheduled to come out, but they're not doing any gameplay changes or anything like that. Now, in recent years, they've had like game-breaking bugs, or just really annoying things, or ammo's not tracking, that kind of stuff, overpowered weapons where you can't use anything else. They did a good job this year. Like, the game was not broken. You could definitely play it. Although the Maddox is a little OP in multiplayer, and everybody's using it, it's not the end-all be-all. Like, I'm using the Kogot right here, and just like a lot of people are using Maddox in this lobby, and they're getting put down. So it's better than all the other guns, but it's not absolutely game-changing. So I think they did a good job here. Now, it all depends. The success for Call of Duty in the future all depends on Warzone. Now, they're putting all their eggs in one basket for Season 2. They're releasing the new map Avalon. You know, they'll have Blackout. They'll have multiplayer content. They need Warzone to be successful. Multiplayer, the days of multiplayer, even though I still love it and a lot of people still love it, the days of multiplayer 6v6, 10v10 grinding, it's over. Nobody really wants to do that as much. It all rides on Warzone. So they need these casual players back. So if they add Avalon, and they've been testing it with these limited time modes, the new movements, so jumping off the walls, the grapple hooks and stuff like that, if they add that stuff and give it kind of a new feel, almost like it's not Warzone anymore, it's like a new game, it's going to make people want to hop back on and try it out. It makes the skill gap higher, and it also makes it just more interesting for casuals and viewership. Like, people just want to watch people that are good and play it. So I think it's just crucial. Season 2 is fundamental. Like, it's just, they need to absolutely cook here and keep cooking. Obviously, DMZ, they came out with years ago an extraction shooter, and I think they learned a lot of things. I wasn't a huge fan, but I think with DMZ 2 is gonna come out. DMZ 2, if they learn from Arc Raiders some of their successes, and then some of the stuff they've learned in DMZ 1, they can absolutely cook and keep driving on that success. So it's very important that they keep Black Ops 7 as good as it is right now. Multiplayer is amazing, but they need to keep going on Warzone as well. So those Warzone players, if they go all in on DMZ 2, then those Warzone players are going to switch to DMZ 2. So I'm nervous. I think there's a lot of, like, they don't really do a good job. They have not done a good job yet with multiplayer and Warzone simultaneously. Usually it comes at the cost of the other. If multiplayer is good, Warzone's bad. If Warzone's good, multiplayer is bad. So we'll see what they cook up. Let me know, what does Call of Duty, what does Treyarch have to do to get you back on the game for Season 2? And are you guys even open to it? Or are you guys completely turning the page on Black Ops 7 and you're done with it? Let me know down below. It's been drama. I'm curious to see what you guys, how to get you guys back on the game and what you guys have been playing recently. So appreciate you guys for listening. Drama. Peace out.